Previously on the bill.
Oh, I've got the crime photographs of the incident.
Give him to Joe.
I think that's his best jumper.
I thought it's because maybe I gave him the brush off.
I didn't kill Cindy Statham.
He said he was with her when she died, but that he didn't kill her.
And you believe it?
Yes, I do.
Mickey, early start.
Briefing uniform before they head out, Gov. I'm not the only one who's in early.
What's going on?
Cindy Statham case, Gov. You said I could look into it when Larry Franks withdrew his confession yesterday.
Yeah, Rachel's going back over the crime scene photos and Lorna's reviewing the forensics just to see if any of it tallies with Larry's new version of events.
What about you? It's not even your case.
I was already in. I kind of got engrossed. Larry Frank's case study is fascinating.
Larry's agreed to come in from Longmarsh, talk us through his new statement.
And you've spoken to the prison governor already?
Yes, Gov, last night. He'll be here within the hour.
Yeah, he's going to do it without his solicitor too.
Said he was previously ill-advised.
Well, I didn't expect all this. But whatever Larry Franks has said, his forensics were all over the murder scene, no one else is in the frame, and he did confess.
I think he might have been telling the truth yesterday, Gov. I think he may be innocent. Sorry. It's just a gut feeling.
Well, why would he confess in the first place?
Attention-seeking? He may have been telling you exactly what you wanted to hear. He's classically susceptible.
You think he confessed because we pressured him?
No, I think he confessed because he did it. But it would fit his profile.
OK. Speak to Larry again. See how his new statement fits with the evidence, and if nothing pans out, we drop it, OK? He's not the most reliable witness, and we've still got enough forensics on him to nail him, even if he sticks to this retraction.
Yes, Gov, thank you.
Well, I hope we get a result. I hate to see all this blow up in our faces.
And I'd hate to have an innocent man's life sentence on my conscience.
OK, this is R4 in the morning, Bradley Street, 4 weeks ago. This is Ishak's Jeweller's CCTV footage. And our man here completely covers the camera, as you can see. 4.5 hours later, the owner's come in to open up. He steams in on his scooter and does this with a sledgehammer. There is a tiny little bit of CCTV footage of him making his getaway, but he was travelling at speed. He was using pedestrian walkways, shortcuts to avoid the main road, so it's hard to get some sort of positive index or ID on him. Now, the second attack on the Larkmead both times, which is where we come in, I'm afraid. I know. Why are we doing Barton Street's legwork? Well, first of all, it looks like the blagger's now on our patch. And secondly, intel suggests that he's likely to start targeting small family businesses on the Canley High Street. So I need bodies on foot on the Larkmead asking questions about a silver moped, and I also need an IRV close to Canley High Street at opening time.
When was the last hit?
Well, the last two were about 4 weeks apart, so if he's going to target us, it looks like it could be this week.
Do we know where he's selling the jewellery?
Nah, but we've put a description out to all the local pawn shop owners, but so far we ain't had a nibble.
Well, maybe he's being cautious.
Yeah, as cautious as a man wearing leathers wielding a sledgehammer can be.
Whatever he is, he's got a system and he's sticking to it. But this time we'll be there waiting for him. Will and Diane, if you can take the RV. Dan and Emma, if you could take bodies onto the Larkmead. Right, that's it. Any questions? Right, let's do it.
Thanks for coming in, Larry.
Where else have I got to be?
Well, I think you process through custody, then we can interview you formally.
You okay? Must be the last thing you need. How was it yesterday?
What?
Cindy's funeral.
Oh, I didn't go. Why would they need a crime scene photographer at the funeral? Oh, I was at school with Cindy, although I hadn't seen her in ages.
Gov, Franks is here.
OK. Joe, I know you believe him, but like I said before, you've got to be prepared to drop this.
Listen, be careful of indulging him too much. If he thinks you believe he's innocent, he'll make anything up to make that fit, even if he's guilty.
I think I've got a pretty good read on him.
I think Grace has got a pretty good read on him.
It's all in here, sir.
Glad you're up to speed.
Gov?
Great. Now I'm invisible.
Don't take it personally. Looks like it's not over on the Cindy Statham murder.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to make DC if the government doesn't even notice I'm here?
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, you get enough collars, it's just a matter of time.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do. Listen, you steer this one and I'll slam the brakes on if needs be. We get a result, we'll stick your name at the top of the list, yeah?
Right. Are you getting bored?
Well, it's past 9. Shots will be open by now. Doesn't look like we're going to see any action.
Sounds like you're looking forward to it.
Aren't you?
All units from Sierra Oscar. Robbery in progress at Sings Jewellers, 452 Canley High Street. Suspect in black leathers on a silver motor scooter. Over.
Somebody spoke too soon. Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 2-1. Cheryl's dealing, almost on scene, over.
All received.
Which way's 452?
I know where I'm going.
Watch out, watch!
Stay there! Stay there!
There he is! Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 2-1. Requesting assistance on Mitford Street, Canley High Street. Suspect riding a scooter.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on, coming through! He knows his way. He's definitely got his eye on escape.
So we just need to go through what you told me yesterday, Larry. Put it on tape for a formal statement.
If it helps clear my name, I'll talk to you all day.
So you originally said that you heard glass breaking at around 11:15 and that you went to investigate.
That's right. I came in through the back gate. Went to the window and looked in.
And what did you see?
She was on the floor. She was bleeding, looking at me.
Did she look scared?
Of course she did.
Was it because of you?
Of me? She needed me. I'd never even touched her before. I just liked to be near her, to watch her. I was only watching.
What do you mean Cindy needed you?
What's that about watching? Just watching?
Cindy needed me because she was hurt.
Look at me, Larry. Tell me what you meant by watching. Because we know you like to video Cindy. You were videoing her earlier that night. What happened to the tape, Larry?
There is no tape.
You didn't make a tape? Or you made a tape and you don't have it anymore? Because that would be a really important tape, wouldn't it, Larry? And I don't believe you'd get rid of a tape like that.
No further questions, please.
I'm trying to help you, Larry. Help me to help you.
No further questions.
Interview suspended at 9:15. If there is a tape, I'll find it, Larry. Believe me. They've gone down to the jewellers.
What, the one in the market?
Yeah, it was broken into this morning.
So you're saying that Larry Franks videoed Cindy's murder?
Yes.
Based on what evidence?
Based on the way he reacted when I pressed him about taking his video camera with him when he went back to Cindy's house. He became agitated and he terminated the interview.
OK, where is this videotape?
Well, we didn't find it at the crime scene, and we've looked through all his videotapes at his house.
So we're working on a hunch.
Larry has a special place. His sister Alison told us about it. It's down by the canal on Spicer Lane.
Where we arrested him?
Precisely.
You think that's where it's hidden, if it exists?
Well, it makes sense. Larry's comfortable there. It's his private place.
Well, we know he likes to make videos of Cindy. My guess is he makes these tapes, then watches them afterwards as soon as he can. That way, he can reinterpret events to fit his version of reality.
Larry disappeared off the radar on the night of the murder between 11:30 and 1 a.m. when he spoke to his sister Alison. So what was he doing for an hour and a half? Just maybe he was watching that videotape.
You think this videotape's genuine?
Well, Larry certainly seemed rattled when Joe asked him about it.
And what about the theory that he's buried it down by the canal?
Just been speaking to Alison Franks, and she wants to meet us there.
With your permission, Gov.
Well, now she's involved, it's a bit late to back out without more questions been asked. But look, I don't want the press getting a whiff of any of this, so keep your cards close to your chest, right?
Yes, Gov. Thanks, Gov. Thanks very much.
Vicky, the CCTV camera's been sprayed over with black paint, so it looks like it's the guy who's been hitting Barton Street.
Well, at least we've got a good description of the bike this time. Dan, Emma, how'd you get on?
Well, Will and Diane are doing a drive around the Lightning to see if anyone saw the bike go through after we lost it.
Yeah, we ran a PNC on the bike index. It belongs to an ice cream van in Hartlepool.
Well, I'm going out on a limb here suggesting he may have used lucky plates.
Is there anything Ash can tell us about the robber or the scooter?
Well, it did have a kind of insignia on it, like they have on fighter planes.
Red, white and blue, like a target, you mean?
What?
Well, he must have been a mod, eh?
Oh, yeah.
You're winding me up. Mods and rockers.
Yeah, like Elvis.
What's going on in there? Don't. Cassie, do me a favour. Go back to the Nick for me. Check through the CCTV on the Larkmead estate. See if we can pick up the scooter leaving.
OK. Where are you going?
I'm going to go and see an old scooter mate of mine. If you can identify this bike, we should be able to clean this mess up no time.
What happened to dual control? I thought I was running the show.
Listen, it's just better if I go and see this fella on my own, that's all.
Mickey, long time no see. Can I get you a cup of something?
All right, actually, Jerry, I'm on business, you know. How's Ruby?
Oh, she's fine, you know, considering.
Doctor stabilised her blood sugar, though, yeah?
Yeah, no, she's good. I mean, I have to keep nagging her about taking her insulin, of course.
She loves you.
Yeah, well, it was easier when her mother was about. She used to listen to her. Yeah, look, she's at the back. Come out and say hello.
Hey, listen, Jerry, don't beat yourself up here. You do a good job with her.
Yeah, that's down to you, mate. No, I ain't never going to forget that. Yeah, Marks, keep an eye on her, will you? Wait, look who's here.
Mickey!
Right, Ro, how you doing?
Oh, you know, just getting my fix.
Nice to see you, darling.
You too. Steve, this is Mickey.
Hello, mate. Have I met you before?
I don't think so. Do you know Tommy Arnold? He's my brother.
I've not come across him.
Mickey? Mickey can't help himself. He's a copper. But he ain't a bad one, really.
I was only asking, you know what I mean?
Come on, let's get on. I've got to get back to work.
See you later. Nice to see you.
Later.
She seems well. Who's the fella?
Oh, Steve? No, he's all right.
You don't seem sure.
Well, Ruby's pretty keen. They're getting serious. They've got their own gaff now. So, what are you looking for?
A blagger on a silver Vespa, customised with a target on the side.
I must see 20 or 30 silver ones a week. More than half of them have got targets in.
Any of them owned by Rollins? Anyone into smash and grab? Someone flashing their money about lately?
Oh, this place, I wish. Here, how'd you get on with that Francesca?
I wish.
Looks like our bloke's changed out of his leathers.
Well, it does look like the same silver scooter. I mean, it's got the target on the side.
Any joy?
Yeah. We found this. It's about 20 minutes after we lost him, but he's way over the other side of the estate.
It doesn't take 20 minutes to get across the Larkmead.
What's he been up to?
Have you got a screen dump of this? Oh, looks like a man's picked up his Parker and he's changed his plates. This one looks more like a B.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah. All right, thanks. Well, let me know if you see where our man went next, all right? Got it.
Do me a favour, Jerry. Keep your ear to the ground, will you? Could do with a result on this.
Yeah, no problem.
Nice one, mate. Cheers.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Tough. See you in a bit. Yeah, can I have a PNC check on a Steve Arnold, please? Blue scooter. Index Lima Victor 05 Oscar Charlie Yankee. What about criminal? Has he got a form? Oh, that's interesting. So since his time in Longmarsh, we got a current address for him? OK, thanks. What are you doing here? I told you this is my business.
Well, the real index number of the bike that was used in the smash and grab. It was registered to one Ruby Harper at this address.
Ruby, you sure?
Mm-hmm. Our blagger changed the plates on the Larkmead. To those ones right there. See, there used to be some kind of sticker here. Right.
Wait.
What?
Just take this easy, OK?
OK.
What, did you forget your head?
Ruby, this is Kezia. She works for me.
You mind telling me where you... You mind telling me where you were at 5 to 9 this morning, Ruby? What?
We were at home in bed.
So no witnesses then?
No, we're not into that sort of thing.
We think your scooter was used in a robbery this morning.
Leave off. It's been at the back of ours all night.
Actually, it's at the front. I'm afraid we're going to have to take it in for forensics, and we need to ask you both some questions at Sun Hill.
You're taking us in?
It's routine, Ruby, OK? Listen, a couple of officers are going to have to search your flat as well. I'm sorry.
Sierra Oscar from DC Walker. I need a couple of uniforms to search the premises of...
Steve Arnold, 36 Tasker Street.
Steve Arnold, 36 Tasker Street, over.
I checked your form, all right?
All received.
Come on.
I thought we were meant to be mates.
What's happening?
I'm going to sort this out, Jerry, OK? Trust me.
What do you mean, sort what
I'll
out?
sort it out, OK? Don't worry.
Come here a lot over the years, Larry and me. Always seemed at peace down here. I suppose that's why he chose this place to bury the dog. He phoned me a couple of times. You know, he didn't sound like Larry. Whatever you think he did to that poor girl, he did love her. He didn't kill her. He's told me. Isn't there anything else you could do?
We're doing everything we can, Alison.
Take it, that's the dog. Joe, you were right.
Well, I always knew it was a long shot. Let's hope it plays, eh?
No sign of any stolen jewellery or bike leathers at Steve Arnold's flat, I'm afraid.
We did find this, though. Steve Arnold paid him £3,000 once a month for the last 3 months, always a couple of days after the robberies.
That sounds promising. Any form?
Yeah, he served time at Longmarsh for ABH and burglary. Ruby Harper's clean, though. She's a good kid. I've known her old man from way back.
Trouble is, she's alibying Steve for the time of the robbery this morning.
So she could be in on it.
She's got a lot of nice clothes, Gov. More than she should be able to afford working at a greasy spoon.
Yeah, but to be fair, that doesn't mean she knows where the money's come from. Could be she just likes her boyfriends a bit wide.
Has she managed to stay out of trouble?
Yeah, our old man looks out for her now. He lost it a bit when his missus died a few years back, started letting things slip, drinking hard. That's when Ruby started hanging about with a bunch of small-time smackheads.
Another tale of everyday folk.
Yeah, but he's turned it around now. And when Ruby was just about to go off at the deep end, he called me up to let me know that her mates were about to receive £500 of brown. Now, he kept Ruby out of the way. I busted her mates and her boyfriend. She's a good kid, Gov. She's just got lousy taste in men, that's all.
Well, I reckon the best thing to do is to break her alibi. So me and Kezia will interview the girl. You talk to the boyfriend. There you go. Thanks, guys.
Governor, I'd appreciate if you didn't mention what I spoke about earlier. Ruby doesn't know that her old man's been snouting for me. I'd like to keep it that way.
I can't see it coming up, Mickey. Don't worry about it.
Cheers. Jerry. Whoa, calm down, calm down. Well, she's not been charged with anything. She's not been questioned either. OK, yeah, of course I will. Hey.
I was in bed with Steve.
Asleep?
No.
What about the 12th of July or the 15th of June?
I don't remember.
Where'd you normally keep your scooter?
There's a lock-up garage round the back of our flat.
Who's got access to it?
Steve, Dad.
Anyone else?
No, that's it.
So either of those two could have driven it up to the cafe.
I bet it was Dad. I've been at him for ages about getting a respray. He's been banging on about surprising me one day.
So you think if we spoke to your dad, he'll tell us that he took the bike up there?
Well, he must have. There's no way Steve was robbing any jewellers this morning. He was in bed with me.
What do you do for a living, Steve?
Motor mechanics, mainly.
Well, you must do pretty big jobs. Because we know that you've been making regular payments of £3 into your account just a couple of days after these jewellers are being knocked off by some fellow on a scooter that looks just like Ruby's. You want to tell me what's going on here?
Robberies are nothing to do with me.
So where's the money come from?
Poker. We've got a game going once a month. Can give you half a dozen names that'll vouch for me winning.
I bet you can. How long you known Ruby Harper for?
About 6 months now.
You close?
We're serious. Talking about getting married as it goes.
Really? I bet her old man loves that.
Me and her old man get on all right, actually.
You told him about your time in Longmarsh?
Of course I have. I've been straight with him from the start. Look, I care about Ruby too, you know? These robberies are nothing to do with me. Ask her.
So what do you make of the story about her dad respraying the bike?
Well, she looked really surprised when we told her her bike was outside the cafe. I really don't think she knew it had gone.
Steve said he wanted money to go with cards.
Yeah, £3,000 each month for the last 3 months. That's a lucky run.
Well, he says he's got half a dozen witnesses to verify it as well.
Well, according to Ruby, her dad could have taken the bike.
So he could be your man?
No. It's not Jerry, Governor. No, it's not.
Well, he's got access. You better go and talk to him.
I know who it is. It's Steve, OK? Ruby's covering for him.
We've got it. What, Larry's tape? What's on it?
Well, we don't know that yet. It's in a bit of a state. It might not even play.
Only one way to find out, then. Grace?
All right, cheers, mate. Lovely. Mickey, what's going on? Where's Ruby? You haven't charged her. I mean, she hasn't done anything.
Relax, Jerry. We haven't got enough to charge anybody at the moment. But I need you to tell me what you can about this Steve Arnold.
Oh, Steve, look. I know he used to be a wrong, but he's straight now. He promised me.
Come on, Jerry. Help me out here. Now, we know it was Ruby's bike that was the one used in these robberies. That already makes her a possible accessory.
It's nothing to do with Ruby.
Why are you protecting this fella? You know that I can help you.
Oh, what, you think it's been easy looking her in the eye for the past 2 years after I grassed up all her mates? Her first boyfriend, Mickey.
From what Mickey told me, you did the right thing. Surely Ruby would say that.
Look, when she was ill last year, when she was in a coma, we didn't know about the diabetes yet, or even whether she'd open her eyes again. You know, we'd had her out the day before. Something stupid, I don't even remember what.
So what?
Well, I didn't make it up with her. I went into her room the next day and she was spark out on the floor. I sat next to her bed in the hospital, Mickey, and I swore I would not interfere again.
But this is for our own good, Mr. Harper. If we get a conviction on Steve and Ruby hasn't withdrawn her alibi, she could be charged with conspiracy.
Jerry, listen to me. Ruby could get 3 or 4 years for this. Now, you tell me, how is that setting her free, eh? Now, you give me something on Steve, something to connect him to these robberies. I'll talk to Ruby and we'll bust his alibi out. Come on, Jerry. We'll get her out of this mess.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Because it was me.
Oh, come on, Jerry. This ain't doing Ruby any favours.
No, I'm sorry. I did the robbery this morning and the others. Eli, I can prove it. The stuff's still upstairs in the flat.
What's going on here, Jerry? This ain't your style.
What can I say? Well, times are hard. I need the money. I got stupid.
What do you mean you need the money?
Well, business is lousy, yeah? That calf's all I've got left to give to Ruby, isn't it?
Jerry, you ain't gonna die on us yet. Besides, I've seen what that calf started the weekend. You must have a scooter rally there at least once a month. Can't tell me that don't pay. Jerry, talk to me. This is me.
I'm sorry.
Jerry Harper, I'm arresting you for robbery. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court.
This could well be one of Larry's home videos.
Hopefully it won't be too badly damaged by moisture. So according to Larry, he started filming this just after he heard glass breaking at around 11:15.
That's her. That's Cindy.
I can't believe you filmed this. Still alive.
Putting the camera out.
Yeah, but not off.
What's he doing?
Was it bad?
Well, it wasn't exactly Bambi.
Well, what does it tell us? Is Larry off the hook?
Not as far as I can see.
She was clearly already dying when he found her.
Or he hit her and went back to get his camera to film a little souvenir. And you can't bludgeon someone to death when you've got a camera in one hand.
What do you think, Grace?
Well, if he didn't do it, why not tell us about the tape?
Because he feels guilty about letting her die. Besides, it doesn't prove that he didn't kill her, does it?
Well, I guess the good news is that Larry doesn't know that we've seen that tape, so we keep pressing him. If he carries on denying it, we'll let him know we found it. We need to download some images, see how he responds to them.
Larry doesn't react well to surprises, Gov. He's likely to clam up. Besides, if he knows we've got the tape, he's going to guess it was his sister that led us to it, and she's the only one he trusts.
Grace, you can take the interview with me.
Gov, Larry knows me. I know him.
I understand that, Joe, but I don't think we can rely on anything he says anymore. He changes his story from one minute to the next. He's already lied about making the tape. This isn't about connecting with him, it's about getting the truth.
Yeah, Gov, Joe's got a point.
Well, I've made my mind up on this, Stuart, OK? Grace has read his file. I want to try a different interview approach, all right? How's it going with Jerry Harper?
Harper's confessed. We found the stolen property in his flat.
He's lying, though, Governor. He's covering for someone I know he is.
He was already coughed up. Why don't you let it go?
It was a bit easy, Gov. We haven't formally interviewed him yet. I'd like to run a few background checks before we do.
You think it's worth it?
I do, yeah. I'd like to see an innocent man go down just because we haven't done our own work.
OK, keep me posted. Grace?
Cheers for that. Thanks for that.
It's all right. I know how much this means to you. Besides, I'm in charge, aren't I?
So what do we do now, then?
I want to run an FIU on Jerry's finances, see if he's as hard up as he says he is. If he's not in the frame, then Steve Arnold must be our man, so we find out what we can about him. Check his associates, who he was inside with, who he used to work with. Anything that doesn't fit with what Jerry's told us so far, we confront him with it in interview, see if it shakes his story.
Cool.
Present are Detective Inspector Manson and Detective Constable Dasry.
Detective Inspector. It's good, isn't it? Important. Can you get me out of that place?
Mr. Franks, I understand that earlier today you told DC Masters that on the night that Cindy Statham died, you made a video recording.
No, I never said that.
So you didn't make a video recording just after 11:15 p.m. on the night that Cindy was murdered?
No, I never said that.
What would you say if I told you that this afternoon our officers have been digging down by Spicer Lane Canal? And they found the video recording.
This isn't the way to play it.
You found it buried with your dog, Larry. Your dog is buried down there, isn't he?
No comment. It's not my tape. No comment.
For the benefit of our tape,
It's losing him.
I'm going to show Mr. Franks 3 still images taken from that video recording. Found at Spicer Lane this afternoon. Mr. Franks, could you confirm that that is you?
Oh, come on.
In this image?
This isn't fair. I never tried to help her. Where's DC Masters? Where's Joe? I tried to help. That's not a crime, is it?
Before you say anything, he's just shown us he's prepared to lie. He's a fantasist, we all know that. He changes his story from one day to the next. If he's innocent, why is he not talking to us?
Yeah, Gov, you weren't asking him the right questions, so can you let me...
Joe. Unless I see some hard evidence that someone else killed Cindy Statham, Larry Franks is still our man, nothing's changed. Hey, leave it, Joe.
No. I'm going to get that tape cleaned up. I've got a mate at Denmark Hill owes me a favour, because you know what? It's not over.
What is your bank records, Jerry, now? Your mortgage on a cafe's been paid off and you got about 15 grand's worth of savings. You want to tell me what's going on?
Why can't you just accept what I'm saying and charge me?
Look, we know that Steve Arnold spent time in Longmarsh and we know that he shared a cell with Joe Armstrong. That's the deal you helped me put away, remember? Now, your Ruby was seeing his kid brother at the time.
I've confessed.
You could get 8 years for this, you donut. You know that? That's 8 years away from Ruby. She's all you got left. Steve's putting a squeeze on you, isn't he?
Oh, look, you don't understand. Whatever I say, I still lose Ruby. I can't win.
Not if we help you, Jerry. Listen to Mickey.
No, I can't. This way, at least she'll still be there when I get out.
You can't know that. Steve could turn her against you. Tell me what he's got in you, Jerry, otherwise you could lose that girl forever.
He said it was just a favour at first. If I fenced the gear for him, then he'd keep his mouth shut about me getting all Ruby's mates banged up.
She's a big girl. She'd have understood.
Yeah, maybe, but he was using Ruby's bike, wasn't he? The next time I told him we were even, I wasn't going to fence his hooky gear for him anymore. Things got heavy. I told him if he got leery, then I'd tell you that he'd done the robberies. He said if I grassed him up, then he'd put Ruby right in the frame with him. Now, that girl is my life, Mickey. You know that. I've already lost one of the only people I ever loved.
I can't let you do this, Jerry. Come on, help me send him down, please, for Ruby's sake. Now, when are you supposed to be giving Steve the money for this morning's blag?
This afternoon. Don't by Master's Wolf. He's expecting 3 grand.
Oh, that's fine. I can get 3 grand for you if you're prepared to wear a mic.
Oh, well, if this comes out and I'll still lose my daughter. It'll be worse. I'll have sent 2 of her boyfriends down.
And he'll be off your back and out of her life forever. Come on, Jerry. You can patch it up with Ruby. I know you can. She worships you.
Okay, that looks like Will and Diana getting into position.
All right. Okay, testing 1 2 1 2. It's all right?
Yep, sounds fine.
Well, you know what you've got to do, Jerry? Now, we need him to admit to the robberies.
Yeah, make it clear that Ruby knew nothing about it.
You just concentrate on the confession, OK? I'll look after Ruby. OK?
Yeah.
Let's get this camera sorted.
You sure your mate's going to be all right?
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Is Jerry moving into position?
Hey, any luck cleaning up that tape?
My mate said he'd see what he could do.
Sorry about Larry. What's happened to him?
Well, apparently it's too late to take him back to Longmarsh this evening, so he goes back first thing. I just feel like I've wasted people's time.
No. We're right behind you. Anyway, that's a sign of good leadership, isn't it? I don't think Rachel minded.
Rachel?
Whatever your mouse is. She's been looking at you all day.
All right. So because she knocked you back, she must be gay.
Joe, so listen, do you fancy a drink later?
Well, there's no point waiting. You two get off. I haven't got a babysitter.
Well, I'll come for a drink. I don't mind waiting.
What is she doing here?
Where's Steve? He had to see some bloke, so he's asked me to come and pick up the money. Something about buying some bike parts.
Yeah, he promised me a pint.
I don't believe this. Steve ain't taking any chances, is he?
No.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Come on, Jerry, use your loaf.
I'll go with the police.
It's okay. Like I said, we've got nothing to hide.
Steve was with you as well. Look, you've got to trust Mickey, you know. He's only trying to do the right thing. So if Steve wasn't with
Oh,
you...
here we go. I thought you liked Steve. Do you know, you're always the same. Every time I like a bloke, you've got a problem with it.
I'm worried about you, that's all.
Yeah? I can look after myself, Dad.
Will, keep hold of her, yeah?
Ruby, I'm going to have to ask you to stay now.
What?
Please, sir.
Oh, look, get off me, will ya?
Ruby, this is serious. You know what Steve's been up to? You know what that money's for?
Motor parts. Look, Steve hasn't done anything.
I've had enough of this. Ruby Harper, I'm arresting you for attempting to pervert the course of justice. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. For the benefit of the tape, I'm showing Ruby Harper a package containing £3,000 that she collected off her father from Martyr's Wharf this afternoon. £3 grand for bike parts, Ruby. You can get free second-hand scooters for that.
Steve does a lot of vintage repairs. Spares are hard to come by. They're expensive, you know.
Is that what he told you? Did he tell you much about his time at Longmarsh at all?
No, not much.
So he never used to tell you that he used to share a cell with Joe Armstrong?
I ain't heard that name in years.
I nicked him. Your dad gave me a tip-off on a deal they were doing. You remember that day? He took you out for the day to the West End, shopping, cinema, big treat. That was just to keep you out of the way.
Dad? But he hates grasses. He's always said so.
Well, it's amazing how people just lose their principles when they're trying to save someone they care about.
So all this time you've been coming up to Dad's caff, sleazing about, and you were spying on me. You? You and me Dad?
Looking out for you, Ruby, OK? He'd do anything for you, your dad.
Yeah? And now he's trying to get Steve sent
Jerry's
out.
worried sick, OK? He'd do anything to protect you.
I don't care. I love Steve, and he's trying to wreck that. And do you know what? I hate him for it.
Do you want to see him sent down?
No, look, of course I don't. Look, what are you going on about?
For the benefit of the tape, I'm playing Ruby Harper an interview that took place earlier this morning between myself and Jerry Harper.
He said it was just a favour at first. If I fenced the gear for him, then he'd keep his mouth shut about me getting all Ruby's mates banged up.
She's a big girl, she'd have understood.
Yeah, maybe, but he was using Ruby's bike, wasn't he? The next time I told him we were even, I wasn't going to fence his hooky gear for him anymore. Things got heavy. I told him if If he got Leary, then I'd tell you that he'd done the robberies. He said if I grassed him up, then he'd put Ruby right in the frame with him. Now, that girl is my life, Mickey. You know that.
I didn't know, I swear. Steve left the house about 8:30 this morning. Yeah, he's got a spare key to the scooter.
What about the leathers and the crowbar that he uses?
He's got a lock-up on the Larkmead.
He's heading for the same escape route.
Fall for that one again.
Put your foot down.
Right, he's going to do the same thing. We can cut him off. The roads run parallel.
Your nuts.
Sierra Oscar from 543. Ambulance required from the corner of Denzell Street. Over.
I'm gonna get the drinks in for uniform. They did a really good job today.
Yeah, chuck this in for me then.
You're not coming?
No, I'm not really in the mood.
I suppose I've blown my chance on good reports as they nicked you, mate.
No, don't be daft. That was a good result today. You did well. I'll tell the governor that as well. You'll get that detective smash before you know it.
Hey.
Guys, drinks on me and Mickey. We did a good collar today.
Yeah, well, would we be without Dan trying to stop a bite with his bare hands?
Hey, could have worked.
Yeah, the silent movie.
Right. Sure about that drink? Is it a little late you need one?
No, you're fine. I want to go through every piece of evidence again. I'll stay here all night if I have to.
Governor, turns out that Steve Arnold's not such a nasty little git after all. He's confirmed that Ruby knew nothing about the robberies.
What about our old man?
Well, it's all in the hands of the CPS now, isn't it? But he coughed to the handling charge and he's also given us the name of his fence. He's not a bad geezer, you know what I mean? If he hadn't been blackmailed.
Well, put it all in your report with the confession and his daughter's assistance. It should help when it comes to sentencing.
Still going to do a stretch, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but it could have been a lot worse if it hadn't been for you and Kezia, so don't be too hard on yourself. I'll see you tomorrow.
Marco.
Still here?
I'd say the same for you. This came for you, by the way.
All right, thanks. Thanks for spending the day on this. I'm sorry if it turned out to be a waste of your time. The others are down the pub if you want to join them. Oh, this is from my mate at Denmark Hill. He's cleaned up Larry's video for me. I'm going to be a while here if you want to get on.
Oh, I'd like to see this infamous home movie.
Trust me, you don't.
I'm a big girl, Joe. I was one of the first at the scene when they discovered her. Besides, a fresh pair of eyes might come in handy. There might be something you missed.
Whenever you're sure.
Really. Shall I get popcorn?
Well, the quality's a lot better.
Did you see anything you missed?
No, it's just the same sick show with better sound.
Yeah, well, at least he didn't go Hollywood and give it a happy ending.
Well, this is pointless anyway, because Neil's told us to leave it and move on. You should go.
And what are you going to do? Stay here all night watching it and driving yourself around the bend?
Well, I just want to be a male, really.
I don't mind hanging around.
Look, Rachel, I don't want to be rude.
What?
Something there on the piano stool. What is that? Looks like some kind of bag. I need to get a print of that from BIU.
I spoke to my governor. He's convinced that Ruby knew nothing about Steve doing the robberies.
Thanks, Mickey. How long are you going to keep burning me out?
Well, don't thank me yet. I've done all I can. You may still end up doing a bit of time, though, you know that.
This is all my fault, though, ain't it? I mean, it's me you keep bailing out.
You can't choose who you fall in love with, can you?
Yeah? Well, you can choose who you listen to.
Your old man's right. You're young, you're supposed to be making mistakes.
Pretty big mistakes, if you ask me. I mean, what if you hadn't...
Ruby, that's my job.
Yeah, I know it is. Thanks, Mickey.
Rachel, it's a handbag.
Yeah, so?
Well, it's not on any of your crime scene photos, is it? happened to it?
I don't know, maybe Larry took it, some sort of souvenir, I don't know.
Well, he never mentioned it and we never found it. So someone else must have taken it. The killer, probably. Maybe we should be looking for a woman after all. Custody. I want to speak to Larry Franks. Yeah. I'm going to be ages with Larry. You should go, Rachel. OK, great, thanks. I'll be right down.
I don't mind staying.
Honestly, there's nothing for you to do here.
Fine, I know when I'm not wanted.
Look at the bag, Larry. Do you remember seeing it at Cindy's place? Talk to me, Larry.
I trusted you. You weren't there for me.
I'm here for you now. I am your only chance of getting out of jail. Now look at the bag, Larry. Is it Cindy's? Did you ever see Cindy use it?
I don't know. I don't remember it.
Think, Larry, you've been watching her for months. Have you ever seen Cindy with this bag? But it was there the night she died.
And the piano stool.
OK, now listen to me. This is really important. I really believe that you didn't kill Cindy. I think you just found her there.
She needed me. I tried to help.
I think you were wrong not to call an ambulance, but I think you were too panicked and too scared, and no one will blame you for that. I've seen the video. I know how frightening it must have been for you. But I have to know. You have to tell me the truth now if you want me to help you. Did you take this bag from Cindy's house on the night she was killed?
No. I swear.
I believe you, Larry. I really do. I'm going to do my best to help you. But just try and keep it together. Hiya, it's Jo. Can you please send up a couple of items from the Cindy Statham murder case file? Yep. I'm after the phone records for Larry Franks and Cindy Statham. That's great, as long as they're on my desk by tomorrow morning. Thanks, bye.
Jo!
Hiya, what are you doing here?
Waiting for you. Thought we could go for a drink.
Honestly, Rachel, I've had a lousy day. I just want to find Stuart and talk to him about something.
It's fine, I can give you a lift. So, did you make any more progress today? Rachel!
Next time on The Bill.
Just had one glass of Chardonnay too much last night.
There, hear
Yeah, it sounded like a mobile phone.
You going to shoot me, Rachel? Why you brought me here?
Nicky mobilised uniform, TAC advisor, Trojan unit. We're going to need all the help we can get.
He knew this place wasn't overlooked, so he's almost certainly local. So this personality lacks a uniform, the trappings of authority, but he can't function in a team. He works alone.
Next on ITV1, it's Wire in the Blood. While over on ITV2, it's The Runaway Bride, starring Julia Roberts and Richard Gere.